Good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another AFR Scouting Report. Tonight we are doing a second video covering Football Highlights 2052. It's a game that is currently on Kickstarter. It has already reached its funding goal and it's actually unlocked 11 stretch goals. At the time that we are recording this. Maybe a couple more will be unlocked. And tonight we are going to be covering the solo version of the game. So in our previous video we did a head-to-head game where I controlled both of the teams, New England against Philadelphia, and New England was able to just eke out a victory, holding on a goal line stand at the end of the game. If you have not had a chance to check that out, after you watch this, there is a link down below, so you can see what a game looks like with two of the starter teams. So tonight what I'm going to be doing is the New England team will be on the field again, and they're going to be taking on the All-Stars. And this is it's a pre-made, currently it's 27 cards are in the deck. However, if there are some stretch goals unlocked, there'll be a couple more added to it. And for anybody that's familiar with Baseball Highlights, another Mike Fitzgerald game, the way that this works, it'll seem kind of similar to you. So what's going to happen is we'll take the top 10 cards of the AI deck, and that will be their cards for the half, and they'll be flipped over in order. They don't get to audible, but they are some very powerful cards. As you'll see, it is very, very challenging to defeat this deck. I have not defeated them yet, so maybe we'll see that for the first time tonight. So let's head on down to the field and check out Football Highlights 2052, the solo version. So a couple of disclaimers. This is still the prototype version of the game, so everything you see here is not final art and is subject to change with the final version of the game. Also, I added my teeny mates for the trackers on the field. The game, when it comes out, it'll have very nice wooden football tokens. So right now I just have these round ones, but I decided to add my teeny mates. And so tonight we will have New England, represented by the Patriots teeny mates. And they're going to be going against one of their arch rivals, the Denver Broncos. And the Broncos will be representing the home team, the All-Stars. So here is our AI deck. Again, these are prototype versions of the cards, and they are just a just a massive powerhouse of a team. So we'll show you how they work as we get into the game. But first off, how you set up the AI, very simply, you're just going to deal out 10 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll set the others off to the side, and they will just all be placed in the play area for the AI team. And then for my team, now there are two ways that you can do the solo version. You can either just take one of the pre-constructed 15-card starter teams, as is, which that's what I'm going to do tonight with the New England team. Or you can use the 5 main starter cards, all the ones that have this artwork on them, and then you can actually do a draft from some of the free agents to give yourself a little better chance against the more powerful AI team. But for tonight, just to keep things simple, we will be using the pre-constructed New England deck. So I will deal myself out 10 cards. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The others will go off to the sides, and now I get to decide what audible card I want to use. So let's see. I always like to have an audible that is a strong defense. Let's see. So how about we'll put Nick Harrison. He has a prevent defense, covers 2 areas of the field, and then also has a bomb play, a passing play for 30 yards. So we'll have that be our audible, and since I'm playing against the AI, I will leave the audible card up, and now we will decide who gets to be on offense first. So I've got a red and a blue die. Whichever one is higher will go first. So red for the AI, the Broncos, and blue for the Pats. And it looks like the AI is going to get the first turn on offense. So let's flip it over, and we will just use the offense. So this is Mike Anderson, and he's threatening a 25-yard run play, a breakaway. So let me see here. I actually have I have a couple of defenses that I can use that. So just real quick to recap how the gameplay works. If you haven't seen the first video, there's 3 different kinds of plays. There's pass, rushes, and then something called a maul, which counts as both for the purposes of matching them up. And what you're trying to do, if you're on defense, is you're trying to match the play type. So this is a rushing play, so ideally I want to try to play a rushing defense. And then I also want to match a helmet icon against the football icon where it is to completely stop the play. So if I'm able to do that, then the defensive card will trigger. So I'm going to play this one. This is Drew Brady. And we have our rush defense here. So first we see they match up, rush against the rush. The football matches the helmet, so that means that the offensive card triggers, and in this case it says there is no gain. So sometimes if the defensive card triggers, it'll subtract yards from the play, and then you'll subtract it from that. But this time we actually set it off for no gain, and that will be the first card of their drive. All right. So, thanks, guys. I forgot to, after you decide on your audible, you put that card down, and then you draw another card so that you start your half with 10 cards in your hands. All right. I was so anxious to get the the AI cards out. All right, so there we go. That is our first play of the game. Now I've used this card for defense, so I'll flip it around to offense. The first card of the half that's played will only be used for its offense, and that'll go off to the side. So now we are threatening a 35-yard wildcat pass, and let's see what the defense does. And sure enough, anyone who has played baseball highlights against the AI, you'll know that somehow it's just uncanny. Even though these cards are just coming up randomly, sometimes it's exactly the right card. And so here we go. It is a pass defense, so pass against a pass, and the helmet matches up with the football. And so it is going to be an incomplete pass, no gain, and that'll be the first offensive play of our drive. And now they'll flip it around. This is Rob Leacock is the AI player, and now they are threatening a run play of 10, and this is something new in the AI deck. If the opponent is closer to the end zone than the AI, then it would be for a 50-yard. However, right now we are both at the same spot. We're at the 45 and they're at the 45. So let's see. So do I want to let him get off a 10-yard pass or a 10-yard run? I think I will. And then try to get something else going. Well, let's see. Because I do have a card here that would completely stop it. However, there is a flag icon on it. And let's see. Well, why don't we do that? Let's see. There's a penalty on that defense. Oh, that's what... Oh, okay. I'm sorry, guys. These cards being the prototypes, they don't have the symbols on them. So let's go back for a second. So, so here, when we stop this play, normally these cards would have a flag icon here showing a penalty marker, like you see the refs throw. However, this just has it in has a P in parentheses. So we'll flip this over and see what happens to the to that play. Oh, and the referee, Wiffle, is going to call a penalty on the defense, and the offense gets to choose. Let's see, the original play stands, or we gain 10 yards. Oh, okay, well, so that worked out well. We will accept the original play, and we're going to gain 35 yards, so we'll go all the way down to the 10. All right, so thank you, Mike, for and Rel for catching that. So there we go. Okay, so now this card goes away, and now this goes over, and okay, so now this card is actually threatening a 50-yard run, so that makes my decision a little easier. Before it was going to be just a 10-yard play. So I'll do this. I will play Sam Dillon. So we'll match up the run against the run. The helmet matches the football. So the defensive card will trigger, and it's going to be no gain. However, this is another potential penalty. So we'll flip over the card, and oh no! And the Wiffle calls a penalty on the defense again, so the offense gets to choose, and they'll choose that the original play stands. Wow, so that's actually going to be a touchdown. So there we go, just like that. The home team, the AI, gets a 45-yard rushing touchdown, and it is 7-0. Bad guys. Oh boy. Well, so that was quite a turn of events with the penalty. All right, so that will end that drive. They'll reset at their 45. Now I'm threatening a touchdown of my own, a rushing flying wedge play here. It's 25 yards, but we only need to get 10. Oh no! And again, the defense is going to play the absolute perfect card. A rushing defense, and their helmet matches up with that football in the middle, so that's going to get stuffed for no gain. So that'll be the second of 4 potential plays on this drive. And now we'll flip around here. This is Z Healy now on offense, and they have a potential 20-yard run play or a 35-yard pass play. So again, this AI deck is no joke. They just keep coming at you. So let's see. I think what I'm going to do. Oh boy. I'll play this one here. This is Christy Falk. And it's a pass defense, and it's got the helmets covering the football. So what's going to happen here? They'll decide to run the run play, and the helmet does match the football, so it'll subtract 5 yards. So they'll gain 15 on the rush, but because then it's a mismatch, they get to draw a card, and let's see what additional yardage they get. Well, fortunately, they only get 5. So. But still a 20-yard play for them. And now we are again threatening a rushing touchdown. And let's see. So let's see what the defense does. We got a 25-yard off-tackle play. Oh, man. And again, the AI defense, just brutal in their their abilities here. So this is a rushing defense, and they've got a helmet on all 3. And so it's no gain, and the drive ends. So I'm not even going to get a chance to kick a field goal, as they will stuff me. And so we will reset, go back to the 45, and that ends that sequence of cards. And now the offense, or the AI offense switches around. This card is Zev DiLorenzo, and this is a Maul offensive play. And it's a hook and ladder for 50 yards. So if I cannot stop this, it is going to be another touchdown for the AI. So let's see. I do have a Maul defense, which you don't necessarily have to play to match it up. Actually, so a Maul offense, a pass or a run will match up against it. All right. Oh, so actually, we will do this here. And we will stuff them for no gain. However, there's going to be another penalty, or potentially another penalty. And, oh no. Wiffle calls a penalty on the offense. Oh, okay. Let's see. So, I can choose either the offense resets, or we get 10 yards on their field. Ooh, that's interesting. I think I'm going to have them reset, because we just started a new drive, so 10 yards isn't going to really help me. It would have helped me before. Alright, so we'll have them reset and start a brand new drive. Alright, and now we are threatening a 30-yard post play. This is a passing play from Randy Welker, and once again, the AI says, I don't think so. However, there could be another penalty. This is interesting. I haven't had a game with this many penalties called in a while. Oh, and it's a penalty against the defense. Oh, no, sorry. A penalty on the offense. Defensive chooses. Let's see. So either the offense resets, which actually isn't going to help them right now, or they will get 10 yards on their field. So that's what they'll do. They'll move up 10 yards. And we get nothing. Oh, or actually... Oh, I guess the original result of the play was that, yeah, so we get no gain. Okay. All right. And now, this is Michael Kramer. He's threatening a pass play. It's a stop and go 30 yards, so that would get them almost into the end zone again. Oh, boy. All right, so we'll take a chance on potentially another penalty. We're going to call our Red Dog defense here, Kelly Martin on the field. So we'll stop the play. Our pass defense matches up against the pass offense. The helmet matches the football. It's no gain, however, potentially another penalty. Oh, but this time they're going to pick the flag up and say no penalty. All right, so that stops them there, and now we're threatening a big run play, a 25-yard rushing play. Follow the Hogs. Let's see if the defense is able to counter. All right, well, so we're going to have a mismatch. It's a rush against a pass, but the helmet does match up, so it's going to subtract 5 yards from it, so we'll gain 20. And this is a change. In this game, let's see, I don't think that we trigger a... Yeah, we don't get to draw an action card because a helmet matched up. So that's a change from the solo play versus playing head-to-head. If I was playing head-to-head with another player and a rush was against a pass offense, you'd get to flip a card and get a additional yards. However, in the solo game, the AI gets the benefit. So you still get the playoff. They subtract 5 yards from it, but you don't get to draw the card unless if there was a helmet missing there. If the helmet was, say, over here and the middle was blank, then I would get to draw the card. So, all right. So, second play of our drive here. We're down at the 25. And the AI team, the All-Stars, are on the 35, and they've got another. This is Richard Kaninza, and he's threatening. So we got a potential run play for 25 yards or a button hook pass for 20 yards. So this could be, because I'm gonna, unless I play Let's see. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play this goal line stand. So it is a maul defense. The helmet matches up over here, so they're going to take the... well, I guess actually either of them. It would be okay. But so they're going to get 20 yards and go down to the 15. But they won't get a breakaway because my maul defense matches up both with a pass and a run. All right, so... and that's the second play of their drive. And now we are threatening potentially a touchdown. We've got a 25-yard hook pass. This is Houston Bruschi. And let's see what happens. Oh, hey. Let's see. Is this a... oh, boy. Is that a... oh, it must be a maul. Okay. So it's gonna... but their helmets don't match up. So fortunately for us, we're gonna zip right down the middle. It would have been a turnover and then a defensive score, but we find a crack in the defense right down the middle, and it's going to be a tying touchdown. So there we go, 7 points on the board, and we've got ourselves a tie game. 7-7, halfway through the first half here. All right, so that'll... we'll reset our drive. Go back up here to the 45. And now... but they are threatening to go right back into the lead. And so another change in the solo game versus the head-to-head game is normally... so right now they're on the 20, and this is a pass play for 30 yards. So in a head-to-head game, a 30-yard pass would it would go out of the end zone, so it would be considered incomplete. However, for the AI, they get the benefits, and whatever yardage the passing play is, they'll score a touchdown, even if they would normally go past it. So this is a potential score here, and I do not have a passing defense that will cover both of them. So... and unfortunately, this defense would not cover the right side. So I think I'm going to do my first audible here, and I'm gonna just go to the a blind audible and see if I get lucky. And I do not. This is Terry Francis, and it's a run defense. The helmets do match, so it'd be a 25-yard play, but nonetheless. The AI All-Stars quickly take back the lead, and they go up 14-0. And they will reset. This goes away, reset their drive. All right, and now we're threatening a 30-yard button hook pass. And let's see. We're going to have a mismatch. All right. Let's see. What's gonna... oh, it's a rushing defense, and we got a pass play. So we're gonna gain 30 yards down to the 15, and we're gonna get to draw a breakaway. Oh, hey, and it's gonna be additional 20 yards after the catch. So hey, New England ties the game right back up, 14-14. And we've still got a little bit of time left in the half. All right, so that'll reset. All right. And sorry, guys, I just saw some of the comments. So this one here, it actually... it was double football symbols. So this is one of the promo cards, and also some cards that will be in some of the expansions. And so what that represents is it's a really, really strong offensive play, and I would have needed a card that had double helmets, like like the other side of this card was, to match up and stop that. So actually I didn't have anything that I could have played to stop that play. So there we go. All right. So another one of the things that the the AI has a couple cards like that right now. All right, so this is Dan Eddy, and got a couple different run plays. They are threatening, one for 25 and one for 15. Let's see, and I do not have a card that's going to stop that. So what do I want to do here? I think I'm going to play a run defense just so they don't get the breakaway, but they will get a 25-yard gain. So they'll go down to the 20. All right, and now we've got a play that we're threatening two different runs, a 15-yard trap and a 20-yard sweep. Oh, and we're going to have another mismatch. So this is a defensive pass play. And we're going to take, let's see. Yeah, we're going to take the one in the middle. So it would be 15 yards. And it's going to be a mismatch because the helmet doesn't match up. So we get to draw. And we're going to get, we're going to get 20 additional yards. All right, so we're going to go down to the 10. But now, right away, they are threatening another touchdown. It's a power run up the middle for 25 yards, so it will be a touchdown. I don't have a card in my hand that's going to stop it. So, let's see, which one do I want to... I'll use my second audible of the half, and we're going to do a blind one. Oh, hey, how about that? We get Wanda Seymour, and it's our Steel Curtain defense. So they will stuff them, and it'll be for no gain. All right, so the Pats defense comes up strong there. Sorry, New England's defense. All right, and now we are threatening a 5-yard off tackle. So this won't get us into the end zone by itself, as we need 10. But let's see what the defense is. And it is a Maul defense, so they'll match up. So we won't get to draw a card. We'll get the 5 yards because the helmet doesn't match up. And that's our second play of the drive, and we've got one play to get into the end zone. Let's see, but now the AI is threatening another potential score here, and I do not have a card to stop it, so I'll use my third audible of the half. Let's see if we can stop them again. Oh, okay, well, they're going to get 15 yards on the play, because I do have a helmet that matches up to the football. But they're going to get to draw a card because it's a mismatch, and they'll get 15 additional yards. So they will score right at the end of the half to go up 21-14. All right, and so that'll reset. And now, oh, well, this is interesting. So I can't audible because I've used all 3 of my audibles. So right now, this would actually be an incomplete pass because 15 yards would take me out of the end zone. So I got to hope that their last card is actually going to be something that's, oh, well, never mind. It's going to be, oh, no, and it's going to be no gain. How about that? So because the AI was the first one to play, they were out of cards, so they just draw the top card of their deck for the defensive tactic, and it's a pass play, and their helmet matches up with my football. No gain, and the drive ends, so I'm not going to get to kick the the field goal. Oh, and sorry, I changed the wrong scoreboard. Oh man, so the half is going to end with the AI up 21-14, and we are not going to get the opportunity to kick that field goal to cut the lead. Wow. All right. So now we have reached halftime, and so the we will shuffle the the AI deck and reset them. And now I'll get a chance to do a draft. And so once again, the draft works just a little bit different from when you're playing head-to-head versus when you're playing solo. Since you're not drafting against another person, the AI deck will never change during your game. So what you're going to do is, I'll shuffle up my deck of free agents here, and you're going to deal out 2 cards at a time, and you pick one, the other one gets discarded, and you do that until you have 5 new cards. So let's see. First one here, we've got Antonio Bell and Lucille Newton. Kind of interesting ones. Antonio Bell, he has 2 different run plays. And Lucille Newton has a no huddle. We haven't seen that yet. That's when you play this card when on offense, the defense has to. They don't get to play a defensive card in response. They use the defense on their other the last card played. So you might get a chance for a mismatch there. I think I'll do that. That'll. All right. So we will select Lucille Newton, our first one. Now our next draft here. Let's see. Oh man. Well. So this one is a Hail Mary play, but it's a maul, so the only way that you get a gain is if the helmet doesn't match either of those footballs. So that's why it's a Hail Mary, I suppose. But I got to take Malcolm Hightower here. He has a sack play on him, so he will be our second selection. So 3 more to go. So now we've got Aerial Magic and Khaki Car. Let's see. Oh, so another backfield tackle for a 5-yard loss. But this one has 2 offensive plays. Let's see. And a prevent defense. I think I'm going to go with Car for the loss. Alright, so now I've kind of focused on defense. Maybe I'll... Oh, and here's a good one. We got Brandy Jenkins. That has a defense is pick 6. So if we're behind, we score a touchdown and the offense resets. That's probably going to come in handy as we've been behind for most of this. Alright, and now our last draft here. Let's see... Oh, that's interesting. This is a quarterback sneak on the offense. If you're closer than 10 yards or closer, and the defense does not play a goal line stand, you score a touchdown. That's Jessica Tate. This one is Teresa Norman. Let's see, kind of a standard. Well, it does have a double defense. I think I'm going to take this one. Alright, so there we go. So that ends the draft. Now we just need to decide which 5 cards we are going to swap out for them. And let's see. So I like to get rid of the cards that that only have 1 each on the offense and defense. Let's see. Alright, so there we go. So we got rid of 5 cards. Whoop. We'll add these in, and then we'll shuffle those up, and then we'll be ready for the second half. Alright. Oh, and also shuffle the action card deck, and then we'll be ready to go. Alright. Yes, and Ralph brought up a good point. When you discard back down to 15 cards, you can also discard 1 or any of the cards that you just drafted. So if you got a particularly bad draft and you only want to keep 4 of them, you could discard one of those cards that you just drafted. So, all right. So here we go. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you were just joining us, the All-Stars have gone down and scored 3 times, but New England has hung tough and it is 21-14 as we start the second half, and New England is going to be on offense first. So let me get my cards out here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we'll pick what our audible is, our face-up audible card is going to be. Oh, we got that QB sneak. That might be, let's see. Although I do like this one. So it ends the offensive drive, and the offense has to reset. I think I'll do that. That's Willie Harrison. That'll be my face-up audible. I'll draw another card. So I start with 10, and we'll give the AI deck one more shuffle, and see and then deal out there 10 cards, and we'll be ready to get underway. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, there we are. Let's see, can New England come back on the road here against the All-Stars? Let's see. So we're on offense first. So the first card that you play, if you're playing first in the half, the defense will basically not, or not basically, the defense will not come into play at all. So let's see. Well, how about we start with a nice little button hook pass. And let's see what the AI has in store for us. Hey, all right. So it's going to be a pass against a rush. But they do have a helmet match, so it'll subtract 5, so I'll gain 25 yards, but I will not get to draw the run after, or the yards after the catch. All right, and now let's see, who do we got here? Oh, this is Mike Anderson again, so he's threatening a 25-yard rush. Let's see. Bum, 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 da, da, da. Ooh, how about that? All right, so there's Carr, who we just drafted. So we're going to match up, running against a run. Helmet matches the football, so it's a backyard tackle for a 5-yard loss, so they'll get backed up to the 50. And now we are threatening a 15-yard pass. Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but it'll get us close. Okay, so it's another mismatch. Pass against a rush, but... Oh, whoops. Had the wrong way. There we go. Alright, oh, so it's a maul defense. So it's not going to be a breakaway, but the helmet doesn't match up, so we'll gain 15 yards down to the 5. We've still got 2 plays left on our drive. Now we'll flip around. So now they're threatening another run, 20-yard run. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. So now I need to think about what the next play is. How about this? We'll play Jessica Tate. So it's a rush against a rush, but the football is free of the helmet, so they'll gain their full 20 yards. So they'll go down to the 30. No breakaway because we matched up. And now, here we go. We're threatening a quarterback sneak. So we're on the 5. So we just need to not to be a goal line stand. All right, and it's not. It's a... Oh, gosh, and I keep... That's funny. I thought I had those cards. All right. Okay, here we go. So it's going to be a mismatch. The helmet doesn't match up. It's not a goal line stand. So there we go. A quarterback sneak is going to tie the game. And it is 21. 21 here early in the second half. New England looking to pull the upset here against the All-Stars on their on their home field. All right, so, but before we get too comfy and celebrating, now they're threatening a 25-yard run, power run up the middle, so it wouldn't be quite enough for a touchdown, but it'll definitely get them close. Let's see. All right, so I will play. All right, so we've got this one here. So it's our 5-2 defense, a rushing defense, and it's going to be minus 15 to a minimum of 0. So they will get 10 yards on the rush, and that is their third play. And now we're threatening 2 different runs. All right, so they do get a rushing defense, but only one helmet matches up. So we'll take the trap play up the middle, 15-yard gain. That'll get us to the 30. Otherwise, that would have been a backyard tackle and a 10-yard loss, which would have resulted in a safety for the AI team. All right, so their last play of this drive, they get 4 plays to score, and it is a 30-yard pass. So unless I can stop them, they are going to score. Ooh. Well, and here we go. I'm going to use my first audible. Which one do I want to... Alright. Oh, man. Do I have one? It's always a problem. You never really want to get rid of any of them. Alright, I will audible with this one. And I'm going to play this defensive card, and it's my zone defense. So pass against pass, the football matches up to the helmet. So my defensive card triggers, it's no gain, and the drive ends. So they will not get a chance to score, and they will not get a chance for a field goal. So big defensive stop there. And now we're threatening a 15-yard pass play. All right. So let's see what the defense counters with. Oh, and hey, we tricked them up here. They had a rush defense. So we're going to get the 15 yards. So we'll go down to the 15, and we get to draw a card because it's a pass against a rush defense, and a helmet isn't matching up to the football. So but we're only going to get 5 yards after the catch. That's that's a bummer. All right. So, but we still got 2 cards to drop it in. All right, so now Z Healy here, they got a pass play and a run play. Let's see. So here's another place I could play a Maul defensive card so that they wouldn't get the breakaway, but they're going to get 30 yards. See, or I could play this, and then they would get, let's see, what would he get? He would get 15 yards, but then he would get a chance for a breakaway draw. Man, oh man. Or I could audible. Well, let's see. And this is the first drive, or first card of their drive. All right. I'll take a chance. I'll do this. All right, so he'll take the rushing play. I do have a helmet that matches up, so it'll be 15 yards initially. So he'll get down to the 30, but then they do get to draw a card because it's a rush against the pass. Oh, and he's going to get 15 more yards. Darn. Well, all right, so that gamble didn't work. So they're in scoring position, but we are also threatening a rushing touchdown right here. It's good for 25 yards. Let's see what they do. Well, it's a Maul defense, and the helmet matches up. It's going to subtract 15, but it's still, so that'll be 10 yards, which is going to be enough. And so for the time being, New England is in the lead, 28 to 21. But, oh, so we'll reset. Jeez, I keep... All right, so, oh, they're down to 15. And they are right away threatening the tying touchdown. Let's see. Ooh. But yes, I have a goal line stand. All right, so the rush matches up against the maul defense, and the football matches the helmet, so goal line stand, no gain if they are 15 yards or closer, and they're on the 15. So we'll stuff them there. And, oh, reset, and now we're threatening a 25-yard hook pass. Let's see what happens. Oh boy, and it's going to be another mismatch. So this is interesting. It's a if I had run a rushing play and it matched up, it's a scoop 6, so the AI would pick up a fumble and score a touchdown. But we called a pass play. I guess caught him off guard. So it's going to be a 25-yard gain. So we'll go down to the 20, and we get to draw an action card for another 20 yards. That's going to be a touchdown. Hey, all right, how about that? So we're going to go up 35 to 21. Uh-oh. A major upset in the works here. Oh, my. All right, so we'll reset again. And now the All-Stars threatening a rushing touchdown. Oh boy, but how about this? We're going to have the perfect card to play. Corey Cunningham, rushing defense, and I got helmets on both sides. So we're going to trigger it, and it's going to be no gain. So we will stuff them again, and they'll have one play left on their drive. Let's see. All right. And now we are threatening a draw play for 15, but it's going to be plus 15 because our last play was a pass. We had that hook pass. So potentially a 30-yard play coming up. Let's see what the defense does. Oh, well, no, they're going to... Wow, this is a really great... So this is Ralph Fitz. It's a maul defense, which means it matches up with a run or a pass, and there's helmets across all 3 ones. So it's no gain, ends the drive, and the opponent resets. So that will get stuffed. We'll reset. We're already on the 45. All right. And then they'll flip around. Oh, I'm sorry. Ralph just made a correction. This draw play, it's the last play in the drive. So since this was the first play of my drive, I wouldn't have got that bonus on that. Okay. But if I had had a card in here, then I would have got it. Okay. Thank you, Ralph. That makes sense. But now, so here we go. This is the last play of the All-Stars drive to try to get a touchdown. And I do not have a card to stop this. Let's see. But we're up by 2 score. Well, I might as well try to audible to stop it. All right, so I'll use my second audible. And oh boy, that almost worked. But no, they're going to get the touchdown because my helmet doesn't match up. So 28-35. Late in the game here. Separated by 1 score, so they'll reset that. And let's see, so we've got a double wing, 20-yard pass play coming up. Let's see. Oh, and again, we're going to split the defense, but it is against a pass, so we'll just get the 20 yards. So we'll go down to the 25. All right, and let's see. So now the offense threatening... Oh boy, I tell you what, everything's coming up New England here. So here we go. I've got Malcolm Hightower. There's a pass on each side. I've got a pass defense with a helmet on each side. And it's going to be a sack for a 2-yard loss. And so that's going to be a safety. So we're going to go up 37 to 28. And that is actually going to be it. Well, no, sorry, it's not going to be it. They'll reset their drive. All right, so we're threatening a tackle, but that might have been it. Unless they can, let's see. So we're going to have, it's a rush against a rush, but the football isn't covered by a helmet, so we'll gain 10 yards. All right, and now they are threatening, let's see, right now a 25-yard run or a 15-yard run. This is Dan Eddy. So I have to go to my stack here for a blind audible, and let's see what happens. Oh boy, well, they're gonna get a 15-yard run, and then they're gonna get to draw a card because it's a rush against a pass. Oh, and they're only gonna gain 10 yards, so they're down to the 20, and there we go. Let's see. Oh, they could have kicked a field goal. You're right. Would that have? I'm just seeing Ralph saying that they could have kicked a field goal. Would that have made a difference? They only had the one. Well, I see. They could have tried to kick field goal, and then started this new drive to get the score. All right. Okay, but well, let's see. Now I feel bad about that because they were starting their drive before this played. Let's see, what was the... Oh, well, there we go. It was a... the field goal, it was a blocked field goal, so they wouldn't have won either way, but I would have felt bad not knowing about that, so... All right. All right. Well, there we go, guys. That's actually the first time that I've beaten the AI. So as you can see, it runs pretty smooth once you... let's see... you know, once you kind of get through the cards and, you know, learn the terminology on them, it plays very, very quick, and you know, just a lot of fun. Obviously a lot of fun when you win too. But so there we go. Let me just make sure that I didn't miss anything. Thank you to Mike and to Ralph for stopping in and chiming in with some strategy and some rules clarification. So thanks to Mike and Ralph for another great creation here. A whole lot of fun. I'm really happy that the game is already has reached its funding goal. It's unlocked stretch goals, and you know, so if you have not had a chance to check out the Kickstarter yet, the description is down below. There are 3 days left on the campaign, I want to say. Hope you enjoyed the playthrough tonight. Be sure to check out the other video that I did on this game that was a head-to-head, so you see two player teams. You can see how the draft works with 2 players, and we will see you tomorrow night for the news. But until then, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and let's see, just making sure that no other last questions came up. So, all right. No, I guess they didn't. So there we go. All right. All right. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. Until next time, my name's Steve. Get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, everybody.